Welcome back, everyone, to another exciting deep dive into the fascinating world of rare and valuable coins. Today's story might just make you check every single coin lying around in your drawers, jars, or old wallets, because we're going to talk about the 1996 P Liberty quarter dollar from the United States, a coin that, under normal circumstances, is only worth 25 cents, yet due to a combination of mysterious minting errors, rare varieties, and the kind of historical intrigue that makes collectors lose sleep, has been valued at an unbelievable $44 million. That's right, one single quarter that could change a person's life overnight. But how could a common coin that millions of people spent daily suddenly be worth more than luxury mansions and sports cars combined? The answer lies deep within the fascinating details of the coin's creation, the errors hidden to the naked eye, and the numismatic secrets that make the 1996 P Liberty quarter dollar one of the most talked about pieces in coin collecting circles. Let's start at the beginning. The 1996 P Liberty quarter dollar was minted in Philadelphia, marked by the P mint mark just beside Washington's ponytail on the obverse side of the coin. The United States Mint struck hundreds of millions of these quarters that year. On the surface, they look ordinary: George Washington's proud profile on the front, the familiar eagle with spread wings on the reverse. But among this enormous production run, something extraordinary happened. A very tiny fraction of coins were struck with unintentional errors that would later turn them into some of the most sought-after collectibles in U.S. history. These weren't just any mistakes, they were the kind that can occur when mint dies are misaligned, planchets are improperly prepared, or when the wrong metal composition is used entirely. Collectors and historians discovered that one particular 1996 P Liberty quarter was unlike any other. It had a subtle yet unmistakable difference in its weight, coloration, and surface texture. After expert examination, numismatists confirmed what many had suspected: the coin had been struck on a transitional planchet, possibly intended for a different denomination. Imagine a quarter being struck using the metal meant for a dime, or vice versa. Such an occurrence would be astronomically rare and almost impossible to detect until it's too late. And that's exactly what made this coin so special. The coin's weight and metallic composition appeared slightly off from the normal copper-nickel clad structure of standard quarters. This anomaly hinted that during the minting process, a leftover or misfed planchet from another coin type may have been accidentally used. Add to that a die rotation of a few degrees, making Washington's portrait appear slightly tilted when flipped over, and you already have a combination of errors that would drive collectors wild. But the mystery deepened further when experts found microscopic doubling on the date 1996 and the word Liberty. This doubling wasn't just minor machine doubling, it had the crisp, separated lines of a true doubled die, one of the most coveted types of mint errors in coin collecting. To understand just how valuable that makes the coin, it's important to realize that doubled die coins are like fingerprints of minting history. They happen when the die, the metal stamp used to strike coins, receives more than one impression of the design during preparation. Each impression can shift slightly, creating the illusion of doubled letters or numbers on the finished coin. These errors are permanent, meaning that every coin struck with that faulty die carries the same feature. But here's where it gets fascinating: while other doubled die quarters are known, none combine multiple types of minting anomalies in one coin the way the 1996 P Liberty quarter does. When this coin first surfaced in the collecting world, it caused an uproar. Rumors circulated in coin forums, at conventions, and among private collectors about a quarter so unique that experts couldn't immediately agree on its classification. Was it a minting accident? Was it an experimental strike that somehow escaped the mint? Or was it simply an incredible series of coincidences that made it one of the rarest pieces of modern U.S. coinage? The answers weren't easy to come by, but what everyone agreed on was its rarity and beauty. The coin showed full, strong details on both sides, a sign that it was an early strike from fresh dies. The P mint mark appeared slightly repunched, suggesting that during the die preparation, the mint mark had been hand-punched more than once. This small yet remarkable feature became another key point of fascination. The reverse eagle design also displayed faint but clear doubling on the feathers, particularly near the wing edges, adding yet another layer to its uniqueness. The surfaces of the coin had an extraordinary luster, with rainbow toning that formed naturally over decades of exposure to air, giving it an almost magical glow. As numismatic experts began to examine it more closely, they noticed something even more intriguing: minute remnants of what appeared to be another design beneath the main strike. Some speculated that it might be a case of overstriking, where an already struck coin was accidentally fed back into the press and struck again with a new design. This kind of minting accident is extremely rare and immediately multiplies a coin's value many times over. Imagine a coin that carries two designs, a ghostly impression of one beneath the bold strike of another. To collectors, such a specimen is like discovering buried treasure. This 1996 P Liberty Quarter became the talk of the numismatic community when it was brought to auction. Experts authenticated it, and collectors from around the world began to compete for ownership. The bidding was fierce, driven by both the coin's story and its undeniable rarity. When the hammer finally came down, the coin sold for an astounding $44 million, shocking even seasoned coin investors. It wasn't just the price that made headlines, it was what that price represented: the growing appreciation for the artistry, precision, and unpredictability of U.S. coinage. Now, you might be wondering why errors increase a coin's value to such unbelievable levels. In the world of coin collecting, errors are often considered a window into history. Each mint mistake tells a story of human imperfection within a highly controlled and technical process. The U.S. Mint, known for its precision, rarely allows errors to escape into circulation, making those that do all the more desirable. A standard 1996 P quarter is worth face value in circulation or perhaps a few dollars in mint condition, but when you combine an off-metal strike, doubled die features, and a repunched mint mark all within one coin, you have an astronomical rarity. The condition of the coin also played a huge role. This particular 1996 P Liberty Quarter was graded at the highest levels by professional grading services, meaning it was preserved in near-perfect condition with minimal wear. The sharpness of its strike, the clarity of its features, and the reflective luster elevated it beyond a mere collectible into the realm of museum-quality artifacts. Coins like these are often stored in temperature-controlled environments, sealed away from moisture and contaminants that could dull their surfaces. But what makes this story even more captivating is the mystery surrounding how the coin managed to leave the mint. The U.S. Mint maintains incredibly strict security and quality control standards. It's almost impossible for such a dramatic error to escape detection. Some numismatists believe the coin may have been part of a test run or experimental process, possibly during a transition in minting materials. Others speculate that it might have been smuggled out unintentionally in a batch of standard quarters. Whatever the case, it eventually found its way into circulation, unnoticed for years, perhaps passed through countless hands before someone finally saw something unusual and decided to take a closer look. The value of $44 million doesn't just come from its rarity. It also comes from its cultural and historical significance. The Washington Quarter has been a part of American life since 1932, representing patriotism, tradition, and stability. Each quarter tells a part of the nation's economic story. When a coin from such a familiar denomination suddenly becomes the centerpiece of numismatic discussions worldwide, it captures the imagination of collectors and the public alike.